Weasel error. Bee error. Caterpillar error. Error after error. I keep getting disconnected and it's annoying as fuck. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your good friend the King, aka the Scott, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is hopefully the Xur Report for October 9th, 2015. And as you can see here, I've wandered my way into the Vanguard table area. And over to my right here is good old Tentacle Face himself, Xur. Let's see what he's got this week, if the game doesn't boot me. It's his will to speak to me. Hopefully it's not Bungie's will to disconnect me while speaking. Here's what he has. The Legacy Engram this week is Heavy Weapons. I believe that is the third time in 4 weeks we've gotten the Heavy Weapon Engram for Legacy. So, again, 31 coins to buy a Year 1 weapon. Don't do it. Over here we've got an Insurmountable Skull Fort. It's a Year 1 Titan helmet brought back for Year 2. As you can see here, this one has Intellect and Strength on it. You get an additional melee charge, which is a lot of fun. I have a 310 version of this helmet personally, and I find it very useful with that extra melee charge combined with either the Defender's Force Barrier or with the Sunbreaker's melee, which is just awesome. Because there's also a perk in the Sunbreaker's skill tree that allows you to instantly get back your melee if you kill somebody with it. So if you have 2 melee charges, you can kill just about anybody with that. So you constantly have melee, which is kind of cool. If you don't have it, grab one. Over here we have the Knucklehead Radar. That's for hunters. Radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. Again, another Year 1. This one's Intellect and Discipline. It's a pretty good roll. It's got Replenish Health when you pick up an orb. That is a pretty good roll on that helmet. Can't really see any reason to complain about it other than, it's another Year 1 item. Over here we've got the Claws of Ahamkara. You get an additional melee charge, much like you do on the helmet there for the Titan. And again, so it's pretty useful. Increased melee attack speed, increased reload with auto rifles. Let's see what else it's got on it. And we'll go back and look at the other ones. Auto rifle or a sniper rifle reloader, so that's pretty good. Increased melee attack speed or bonus grenade energy on melee hits. Of course, like discipline and strength. Discipline and strength. This is an all strength roll at this point, but you can also add discipline to it. Over here on the Knucklehead Radar, the options. There is no option with Infusion, so Infusion's by itself. You got Inverse Shadow, which is increased super energy for killing minions of the darkness, or Hands-On, which is gain bonus super energy from melee kills. I just stick it with Inverse Shadow. It just seems to be a better option. Increase Intellect or Discipline. Sounds pretty good. And finally, on the Skull Fort here, you've got Invigoration, which is gain bonus melee energy and orb pickups. Hands-On, which is super energy from melee kills. Or Heavy Lifting, which is super energy from heavy weapon kills. I'd stick with the Hands-On because it goes with the perk of the Improved Transfusion. Kills with Storm Fist immediately trigger health regeneration. Spawn with full melee energy and gain a second melee charge. It just works all around. Intellect or Strength. So it's pretty good. No weapon this week. This was to be a week, it seemed, for weapons, but it doesn't look like they're going to stick to a strict engram 1 week weapon the next rotation. So this is the second week in a row we've had an engram, and for the first time it's for gauntlets. The first 2 engrams have been, since the Taken King came out, have been for helmets. So I'm going to buy a couple of these engrams here and see what I get. We've also got Plasma Drive, Emerald Coil, the Heavy Ammo Scent, and of course the 3 of Coins, and I'll buy some of those too. So there we go for that. And of course, Material Exchange motes for 2 strange coins. So there we go. That's what Xur has this week. Now let's go see what I get from my engrams. On what's the Cryptarch gonna give me? Alright. Hello, Cryptarch. What do you got for me? Now, before I do this, you'll see I'm at 302, so I have a possibility of getting a engram decoded at 310. So we'll see what happens. First one is Immolation Fist. Those are for the Titan. And Claws of Ahamkara, the ones he has for sale. Let's see what version I now... Before I look at those, I have a Claws of Ahamkara at 294. So we'll see if I got lucky here. 310! Alright! So it's also got Intellect and Strength, so that's actually really good. Increased melee attack speed and increased with hand cannons. I'm very happy with that. That is awesome. So I can now take this 294 and possibly use it for infusion or just delete it. The Immolation Fists, meanwhile, unfortunately are 290, and I already have a pair of these at 290. So I will have to compare these with the fists I have on the Titan and see what happens. Alright, well that's going to do it for the Xur Report this week. I am the King, aka the Scott. It looks like I was lucked out and I did not get booted here, so we're very happy about that. But it's time to go anyway, so we'll see you next week. Eat a dick.